Hello and welcome back to the British Accent Podcast. I'm Charlotte.
And I'm Ben. And today, we've got a super helpful topic lined up for you. If you're learning English and you're spending time on YouTube or social media, you're already halfway there.
Exactly. The internet is full of resources, but the trick is knowing how to use them smartly. Today, we'll talk about how to turn your screen time into real English learning using YouTube channels and influencers who speak native English, or teach it in fun and natural ways.
We're not just talking about grammar lessons or vocabulary videos, although those can be great. We're also going to show you how lifestyle vloggers, travel influencers, and even gamers can become your language teachers without you even realizing it.
That's the magic of immersive learning. When you surround yourself with English content that's actually entertaining, your brain picks up patterns, pronunciation, slang, and even intonation without needing to open a textbook.
For example, let's say you're into cooking. Following a British chef on YouTube can help you learn kitchen vocabulary, hear native pronunciation, and understand the rhythm of casual conversation, all while picking up a new recipe.
Or maybe you love fashion. Watching style influencers from the UK or US can expose you to descriptive language, expressions for giving opinions, and lots of natural English phrases you won't find in textbooks.
And if you're not sure where to start, don't worry, we'll be mentioning a few of our favorite channels and creators throughout the episode. But before that, we'll also share a few tips on how to get the most out of your viewing experience. Just watching isn't enough. You need to interact, reflect, and sometimes repeat.
Yes. It's not just passive watching. It's about turning fun content into an opportunity for active learning, like writing down new words, repeating phrases out loud, and noticing how real people speak naturally.
One of the biggest advantages of learning through YouTube and influencers is that you're constantly exposed to authentic language. Not scripted dialogues from a textbook, but real conversations filled with everyday expressions, emotions, and humor.
And here's something learners often overlook: body language. Watching people speak English helps you understand how they say things, not just what they say. You'll pick up gestures, facial expressions, and tone. That's a huge part of communication.
Definitely. Plus, many YouTubers now include subtitles, which is super helpful. You can read along while listening, pause when needed, and even take notes of new vocabulary or slang. Some channels even have slowed-down versions or specific content made for learners.
And here's a great idea: use the comment section. Try writing a comment in English. It's a fun way to practice writing, and you might even get replies from native speakers or other learners. Just be respectful and kind, of course.
Also, if you're using YouTube or Instagram Reels, remember the Shorts or Stories format gives you little language bites. They are short, casual, and repeatable, perfect for practicing listening in small doses throughout your day.
Exactly. You don't need an hour. Even 5 minutes with the right video can teach you something valuable. Maybe you hear a new phrase like, "I'm knackered," or "fancy a cuppa." Classic British expressions, and you can then try using them in your own conversations.
And don't limit yourself to one creator. Follow a variety: travelers, teachers, comedians, even reaction channels. The wider your exposure, the more flexible and fluent you'll become. Each person has a unique style of speaking, different vocabulary, and a different accent.
And speaking of accents, if you're trying to focus on British English, there are so many British creators who keep things fun while giving you a real taste of how English is spoken here in the UK, whether it's London slang, northern dialects, or even posh RP.
Yes. And the more you listen, the more you'll recognize those regional differences, and eventually, you won't just understand them, you'll be able to use them naturally, depending on the context.
Also, don't be afraid to repeat what they say out loud. Shadowing is such a powerful technique. Just play a short clip, pause, and try to mimic their pronunciation, intonation, and rhythm. You're training your ears and your speaking skills at the same time.
And if you're shy about speaking English with people, this is a great way to practice privately while building up your confidence. No pressure, no judgment, just you and the video.
And you can even take it one step further. Turn what you watch into a mini lesson. Let's say you watch a vlog or a short skit. Pause it, write down 3 new phrases, look them up, and then write your own sentence using each. That's active learning, not just passive watching.
Totally agree. And something else that helps is setting a specific learning goal before you watch. For example, today I want to focus on how native speakers apologize, or I want to notice how they give compliments. That way, you're not just watching for fun, but also training your brain to notice useful patterns.
Exactly. And for those who like to be super organized, you can even keep a notebook or a digital doc where you track things you've learned, phrases, expressions, even whole dialogues you want to practice. That turns your screen time into something productive.
And let's not forget, many influencers or YouTubers now create full learning playlists. You can binge watch a whole series on phrasal verbs, business English, or idioms. It's way more engaging than flipping through a grammar book.
Yeah, especially when the creators have a fun or relatable style. You feel like you're learning with a friend, not being lectured at. And because the content is based on real-life situations, it's easier to remember what you've learned, and to use it in conversation.
Some learners also say they start to think in English after watching enough native content. That's a huge milestone. It means you're internalizing the language instead of translating from your native language.
That's the dream, right? And if you're consistent, just 10 to 20 minutes a day, you'll start to notice big improvements in how you understand English and how naturally you can speak it. It's not about studying hard, it's about studying smart.
Absolutely. And the cool thing is, once you find a few creators you really enjoy, it doesn't even feel like studying. You're just hanging out, laughing, learning, and picking up native speech patterns along the way. That's how language learning becomes sustainable. It's fun, not a chore.
Yes. And if you ever feel like you're not sure what to say in real-life conversations, remember, those YouTube clips are full of ready-made expressions you can borrow. You hear them used naturally, so you can feel more confident using them yourself.
And don't be afraid to mimic. Repeating lines out loud helps with pronunciation and fluency. It's like shadowing, copying the rhythm, tone, and speed of the speaker. Do that regularly, and your English will start to sound more natural over time.
Also, for anyone who's a little shy about speaking, this is a great way to build confidence behind the scenes. You don't have to practice with someone right away, practice with the videos first. Then when you're ready, you can join conversations with more ease.
Exactly. And one last tip, if your favorite YouTuber doesn't speak too fast, try watching with subtitles off. Push yourself to understand from context and body language. Then, turn the subtitles back on to check how much you got right.
That's a great exercise. It really trains your listening skills. Over time, you'll notice you need subtitles less and less, and you'll trust your ears more. And that's a major win.
Right. And let's not forget about the comment sections on those YouTube videos. They are a gold mine for casual, everyday English. You'll see slang, jokes, reactions, stuff that textbooks won't always teach you. Just scrolling through the comments and reading how people express themselves can really expand your understanding of natural English.
Totally. And if you feel confident enough, you can even join the conversation there. Leave a comment on a video you liked. It doesn't have to be perfect, just write how you feel, what you learned, or ask a question. It's a low-pressure way to start writing in English and get used to expressing your thoughts online.
Yeah, and engaging like that makes you feel like you're part of a community, which can keep you motivated. It's not just learning for the sake of it, it's connecting with others, sharing ideas, and improving together.
Exactly. Plus, many influencers encourage interaction. Some even reply to comments or do Q&A sessions. That gives you a real reason to write, and it makes the learning experience more personal and memorable.
And let's not forget live streams. Some YouTubers host lives where you can ask questions in real time. It's another opportunity to practice understanding fast, unscripted English, and maybe even get a shout out.
Yes. Live chats are amazing for that. They force you to think fast, type fast, and understand English in the moment. It's a little scary at first, but super helpful once you get into it.
And another cool thing is that you can actually customize your learning with YouTube. Let's say you're really into photography or cooking, you can search for channels that teach those things in English. That way, you're learning new vocabulary that's actually useful to your interests, and it keeps things fun.
Oh, definitely. I remember when I started following baking channels in English. I didn't even realize I was learning because I was so focused on understanding the recipes and techniques. That's what makes it stick. It feels like real life, not school.
Exactly. And watching people who speak naturally helps you get used to rhythm, tone, and pronunciation. You might not catch every word at first, but over time your ears will tune in. You'll start to understand more and more, and suddenly you'll be like, whoa, I got that entire sentence.
Haha, yeah, that moment is the best. And if you want to take it to the next level, you can even try repeating what they say. Pause the video, say it out loud, try to match their tone or intonation. It's a mini shadowing exercise, and it really helps with speaking confidence.
That's a great tip. I've done that with vlogs, especially when someone's telling a story. I pause and try to say it the same way, like I'm the one telling it. It feels awkward at first, but it's super effective.
And don't forget to use subtitles if you need to. You can start with English subtitles to help you read and listen at the same time. Later on, challenge yourself by turning them off and testing your listening skills.
Yeah, subtitles are your friend. And one more thing, if you find an influencer or channel you really like, stick with them. When you follow the same person regularly, you get used to their accent, their vocabulary, and their style. That makes it easier to understand them, and it builds your confidence to explore other accents and speakers too.
Totally. It's like building a relationship with the way someone speaks. You start predicting their patterns, and that makes listening so much smoother. Plus, they often reuse the same expressions, so you end up learning those naturally just from hearing them often.
Yeah. And sometimes they even explain slang or idioms right in the video. Especially if they're teaching English or if they know their audience includes language learners. I've seen vloggers pause and say, by the way, this phrase means, and that's gold for learning.
Absolutely. And if you're feeling extra motivated, you can turn watching into a more active learning session. Grab a notebook or open your language journal and jot down phrases you like. Then try using them in your own sentences later.
Ooh, good one. I actually used to keep a little section called Things I Want to Say Like That, where I'd write down cool expressions or phrases from videos. Then I'd challenge myself to use at least one of them during the week when chatting with someone or writing something.
I love that idea. Because it's not just about understanding, it's about making it part of your own speaking style. And using language you actually enjoy makes learning feel more personal and less robotic.
Exactly. That's what makes YouTube such a powerful tool. It's real people, real conversations, real emotions, and you get to learn from all of it.
And let's not forget the power of subtitles. A lot of creators add accurate subtitles to their videos, which makes it super easy to follow along, even if the accent or speed is a bit tricky at first.
True. I usually watch a video once with subtitles, and then again without them to test my listening skills. It really helps me train my ears. And when I don't understand something, I just rewind a bit or slow down the speed.
That's such a smart approach. Also, choosing content you genuinely enjoy is key. If you're into cooking, follow cooking channels in English. If you like tech, go for tech reviewers. You learn faster when you're emotionally invested.
Totally agree. And the variety of voices and speaking styles on YouTube means you're getting exposure to different accents: American, British, Australian, and even non-native accents. It's great practice for real-world situations.
Yes. And don't just listen, interact. Leave a comment in English, respond to other viewers, maybe even ask questions. It's like joining a global conversation, and it builds confidence.
That's such an underrated tip. Even if your grammar isn't perfect, most people are encouraging. And using English in a real context, even in the comment section, is real practice.
Absolutely. And if you're a bit shy about writing in the comments, you can start by writing your own short summaries of the videos you watch. Just 1 or 2 sentences about what you learned, in your own words.
That's a fantastic way to reinforce understanding. It turns passive watching into active learning. You're not just watching, you're thinking in English and expressing your thoughts, which helps lock in the vocabulary and sentence patterns.
Exactly. And don't forget about using playlists. You can create custom playlists of your favorite English videos, maybe one for listening practice, one for pronunciation, and another for vocabulary. That way, every time you return to YouTube, your learning path is organized.
Oh, I love that. It makes your study time more intentional instead of just randomly clicking around. Plus, you can track your progress as you move through each list.
Right? And if you ever feel stuck, or like you're not improving, just rewatch an old video from months ago. You'll probably realize you understand way more than before. That's proof that your English is improving.
Exactly. Sometimes we forget how far we've come until we look back. Progress is happening, even when it feels slow.
Absolutely, Ben. So, whether you're a beginner or you've been learning for a while, YouTube is a great resource to keep improving. The key is consistency and finding the right content that works for you.
Exactly. By integrating YouTube into your English learning routine, you're not just watching, you're actively engaging and improving in a way that feels natural and fun.
That's right. Well, that's all for today's episode. We hope these tips help you make the most of YouTube and get closer to your English language goals.
Thanks for listening, everyone. Keep learning, stay curious, and we'll catch you in the next episode. Happy studying!
Take care.